Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is not Thursday night. We are not live for that. We are here live to cover Impact Homecoming 2021. We got the Homecoming Mixed Intergender Tournament. We got a couple debuts. One very surprising debut. One we kind of seen coming. And we had a hell of a main event and a crazy hardcore match between Morrissey and Eddie Edwards. It is me, Chris G, your boy, my brother, the three-time baby making champion Ness. Mary Jane, not really here, but near and dear. Producer, let's get funky. Like right now. Let's get funky now.
I like the shimmy shake. That was in sync. That wasn't playing, folks. That wasn't playing at all.
That's just a pie heel thing. What producer couldn't let us get funky? You know what? I have producer privileges at this moment. So if we're gonna get funky, we're gonna get funky. Oh yes, heels and heelettes, welcome back. It is not Blunt Impact, but it's a Blunt Impact special. We are covering Impact Homecoming 2021 tonight. I am your boy Chris G, one half of the Pie Heels, along with my good brother, the three-time baby making champion of the world. This is Ness, and we are always, well, not right now, technically joined by our co-host Mary Jane, but she's always near and dear. Ness, how are you feeling tonight?
Feeling mighty fine, good brother. True heels. What is the deal? This was a very, very, very entertaining Impact Plus special. I must say, the matches were good. The crowd was hot throughout the whole night. So this was a very entertaining event to watch. So very pleased with what we saw.
Absolutely. The crowd, thankfully, they're not paying anybody to be in the crowd anymore, to be fake hype. These were real fans. They were happy to be back. They were happy to see Impact Wrestling. And before we get into anything, of course, we just got to give a shout out to the women, the knockouts of Impact Wrestling. They really showed out. They had a lot of intergender spots on this show, and women really showed out. They all shined. So I just wanted to give them their due before we get into it. But before we actually get into it, we gotta remind you guys at home, please like this video, hit those thumbs up. Doesn't matter if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, whatever other platform you could see us on, hit those thumbs up. Drop us some comments. Let us know how you feel about the show. Let us know how you feel about me and the baby making champion Ness's shades. Let us know about whatever's on your mind. Don't forget to share this video. Whatever social media platform, I don't care if you're still on Local Hookups or Mi Gente, you better share this shit right now. And then, of course, hit that subscribe button. If you are watching live on YouTube, you press that subscribe button. You become part of the YouTube family.
Yeah, we need that ad on the you said the Local Hookups. We need that type of ad.
In the bottom,
you guys, yeah. We know you guys be on those sites, and you know what sites I'm talking about. We need our ads on those sites.
It could just be true. We could just be there like with the finger guns.
Yeah.
And of course, hit those bells for that notification whenever we drop a video, whether it's live, recorded, pre-recorded, preloaded, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't matter what you want to call it. You want to be notified when we drop that so you can watch along with us. And guys, send those super chats. If you send those super chats, your comments are guaranteed to be read. It'll spark a little debate. It'll spark some laughter. All good things on a Blunt Impact special, of course. Ness, before we get into it, there's no Mary Jane to get into. But I guess we got to cheers. We cheers real quick. We could just cheers. We could toast the camera.
Cheers.
Toast the camera. Everybody at
That's
home.
how it works. Yeah.
Everybody at home, we hope you got a cup, something rolled up. Just don't tell us if you have diarrhea like the other guy in Mark Lloyd. Please.
Lord, yeah.
If you have the shits, you keep it to yourself because we will uncontrollably laugh at you, and it's not our fault. It's just human nature. But take care of your business. Eat some broccoli. You'll be all right. Impact Homecoming 2021. Guess we're gonna start with the actual tournament. Let's start with the whole tournament. First match all the way to the last. We have to start off with Hernandaddy and Alicia Edwards coming out with Johnny Swinger himself, the swingman. They're going up against Deonna Purrazzo and a mystery partner. And who can it be? None other than the debuting Drama King himself, Matthew. Let me see if I can get this right. Rabel. All right, I said that right. Yeah. Formerly Aiden English in WWE. If you know Aiden English, you know this guy is a hell of a hand. Very underrated. Good on the mic. Has a secret talent because he has the opera voice, which is crazy. It actually has an opera voice. And if you can tell by this promo, this guy is entertainment. He is the Drama King. He is here. This was a fun opener. Nice back and forth match to open up the show. I like Matt Stryker. He says, Matthew Raywell does not need an aid in English. Woo! I see what you did there, Matt. I see what you did there, man. That was a good one. Alicia Edwards getting in more offense on Rosemary. I'm sorry, not Rosemary, Deonna than I thought. Yeah. But it was cool. Hernandez comes in. Matthew Raywell hypes Deonna up to go up against Hernandaddy. And she goes up 1-on-1 against him. Swinger interferes. Trip the leg. Hernandez does a nice dive over the top outside. Alicia Edwards climbs to the top rope, and she has another little dive off the top ropes onto the outside into the pile. That was cool. But eventually, the Drama King gets the upper hand and hits his finisher on Hernandaddy for the win. I gave this match 2.5 stars. I enjoyed it for the opener, and we should have kind of seen the Drama King coming as the partner, but I'm glad it was him, and I hope that he fits it feels like he fits perfectly for Impact right now. So yeah. I hope they really just let him be himself, which they are. So far, so good. How do you feel about this?
I gave this match 2 3/4. I really enjoyed it for as an opener. And I like the fact that you said that it was back and forth because it really was. Alicia Edwards, mainly Alicia Edwards, she got in a lot of offense, way more than either one of us was expecting, to be completely honest. I honestly thought that they would just pretty much squash her. Hernandez will probably do the heavy lifting in this match. When it was really,
what she did.
Yeah. Our producer,
Daddy getting a handful.
Yeah, our producer.
Grab the tights, Daddy. Grab the tights, Daddy.
Yeah. No, but it was a nice match, honestly, and I actually think that Alicia Edwards looked really good in this match. But yeah, the pairing of Matthew Raywell and Deonna Purrazzo is just perfect. You know, he's the Drama King. She's pretty much the queen of the Knockouts division, the queen of Impact. So they go hand in hand. You know, she's the virtuosa, that Renaissance feel to her, which goes right in hand with his gimmick, you know, being the Drama King. He talks about the works of Bach and Beethoven, the things of that nature. So it was just a perfect pairing just from the start. And, you know, to get the decisive win over the powerhouse in Hernandez too really made for them to pretty much get a great start of momentum off in this homecoming tournament.
Yeah. And it feels like a perfect matchup, to be honest, with both of their gimmicks just, meshing, really cool. True heel heat wrestling, our brothers, the good brother Romeo Anthony Colon, love Drama King hyping up Deonna, made it look like a big deal. He screamed out, "You are the best! You are one of the best wrestlers in the world." Now, women wrestlers, one of the best wrestlers.
Yeah, but no, that was dope though, because you see the difference, the size difference. Yeah, she was just like, you know what? Yeah. Just
But she got hype. She got hype.
Yeah.
I like how Ray Wolf was like, "You got this. You got this."
Yeah.
And she was with it. CM with the comment, "Homecoming was interesting and set a lot of pieces up." It did. It did. Good pieces going into the future. We'll get more into that as we go along on the show. We got to go into the next match. It is Jordan Grace and P. Williams, the Pump family, coming out all mithril out. Think Mama Pump and Little Petey Pump. There we go. Going up against Matt Cardona, always ready, and his fiance, Chelsea Green, always ready as well. You see the double flex right there. They came out. I really dug the whole vibe, the whole the whole homage to Scott Steiner. You see it throughout the match. It was a fun tag match. Felt more like an actual tag match as opposed to the first match where it was just a lot of in and out singles offense. But the introduction of Thick Mama Pump and Little Petey Pump killed me. A nice assisted body slam right there, as we can see on Matt Cardona. Chelsea Green didn't want no parts of Petey Williams. You can see Chelsea Green's face right there. Always great facials. Double Steiner elbows, the double push-up spot, the double Steiner recliners. I mean, just homage to Big Papa Pump all the way. Just good shit. It's like Little Petey Pump is the little brother, and then Jordan, Thick Mama Pump is the little sister. Then you got Uncle Scott just watching somewhere proud, hopefully. I like how Chelsea Green, she reverses the Jordan Driver into the Unpretty for the win. It was a good back and forth match. I really like this. This was the first. I think this was the best match of the first round. To be honest, I gave this match 3 stars. But after the match, Steve Macklin comes out and beats down Petey Williams. He explains his actions later on in the interview. And he says that he's making a statement because he's trying to climb those X Division ranks. He wants to go after the X Division title. So it was looking like he will be an eventual opponent for Josh Alexander. And that would make for a good match because Steve Macklin's been pretty good, pretty intense. And Josh Alexander has a match later on that we'll talk about that. It's pretty fucking good itself. So it is looking like a mighty fine matchup in the future. But how do you feel about all this, Ness? How do you feel about this match? And then Macklin beating up Petey and basically claiming next, or eventually, to the X Division title.
Yeah, I gave this match 3 stars as well. Very entertaining, from the entrance of Thick Mama Pump, Lil Petey Pump, the whole Scott Steiner vibe. For those that don't know, when there was this promotion called Chikara, they had the trios event, and all 3 of them were a part of a team. So I like the continuity of them having that history together and it crossing over into Impact. Would have been nice if Scott was there to be like their manager for the night or something like that. But no, it was still good. It was still good. It's just like you said, the assisted body slam on Cardona, the elbows, and then the push-ups after one, and then the double Steiner recliners. Like, they really were in character, and I love this. It was just fun. It was really fun, but it was still a competitive match at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, the better team, Chelsea Green and Matt Cardona, they're a team for life, or will be a team for life, barring any outside interference, if you know what I mean.
Pull the trigger, bro. What the fuck are you waiting for?
No, but it was fun. It was, 3 stars. It was nice. This definitely was one of the better matches in the opening round.
We're live, pal. Come on, don't do that. Sorry. I got easily distracted by my beautiful girlfriend. SP3, love the Pump family. Denver's the hot mess in the face of GCW. Whoo, that's heat, brother. This was the highlight of the first round for me. Definitely the highlight of the first round. This is the face of GCW. And CM, these pairings were cool and interesting. I hope some of these teams stick around. I wish Scott had been there. I agree.
Yeah, he definitely would have, especially the crowds are back. You know how crazy people would have popped if he would have came out with them. Regardless that they didn't make it out of the first round, but that still would have been epic to see at the end of the day.
Yeah. I mean, I hope definitely Cardona and Green stick around, but I mean, obviously after this, we'll talk about one of the other intergender tag teams that sticking around, and then of course we got Decay later on, which they're sticking around for sure. But before we get to that, I want to see Chris and Julie in this tournament.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
We might not get past the first round because my girlfriend might try to turn on me within the first 10 minutes. I'm the baby face of this relationship, guys. No, I'm just joking. We have good chemistry. We might make it all the way. We're like Santino and fucking Beth Phoenix. That's a great comparison, actually. Weirdly, but I'm not cross dressing. I'm just saying.
Please don't.
Nothing wrong with that.
Don't.
Nothing wrong with that. It's just not my style. But before we're gonna go on to Tommy Dreamer.
We gotta be PC here. We don't want to get canceled.
That's just not my cup of tea. But Tommy Dreamer and Rachel Ellering, they tagging up next. A nice Legion of Doom, Road Warrior tribute, however you know them as. Yes, Road Warriors University. Rachel Ellering, her dad, of course, Paul Ellering, the famous manager for the Road Warriors. They are going up against Brian Myers and a mystery partner as well. Sam Beal comes out. He said he got the perfect partner. She's an ECW original. She was in the UWF. She was in the World Class Championship Wrestling. She was in WCW. And it is Missy Hyatt.
What the fuck?
Missy Hyatt. Looks good for her age, you know. She's got a couple years on the road.
What the hell she done?
But
them years.
We try to keep it positive.
No, I'm not doing it because I know you didn't think that when you saw her. I said, "Woof, better years are behind her."
Well, damn. But yes,
True Hill Heat. Gotta keep it real.
She comes out to be Brian Myers' wrestling partner, but she tells Sam Beal, "I am not a wrestler. I was a manager." Brian Myers goes to Sam, "How about getting me a partner that can wrestle, Sam?" "Yeah, that'd be a good idea, dumbass." This was a decent match, though, kind of slow for me. Missy tags in reluctantly at one point, and then tags Myers right back in. And she gets, "You still got it," chance. Good job by the crowd. A couple of comedy spots in this match. Dreamer No sells a clipboard shot to the head by Sam on the outside, and then he gets taken out by Rachel Ellering. Missy eventually bails on Brian Myers. She don't want no part of this when he goes for a tag. And Ellering hits the Doomsday device with Tommy Dreamer on Brian Myers for the 1-2-3. 2.25 stars. Afterwards, we get a Missy interview. Missy Hyatt interview. She was happy to debut in Impact Wrestling, if that's what you want to call it. But Myers was embarrassed. You know, should have done his research. That's what Missy Hyatt says. You should have done your fucking research. I'm not a wrestler. Yeah. She's managed champions. She's managed tag team champions, singles champions throughout the decades. And the only thing that they have that Brian Myers doesn't have is originality. Oof. Yeah. She tells Sam he's cute after Myers walks away. She wants to give him a surprise, Yeah, caress that mullet, baby. Caress it. She tells him to close his eyes. She's gonna give him a surprise, but then she hits him with the Gucci bag. She says, "You fucking Mark," and then walks. All right, she called him a stupid Mark, but you get the gist of it. She called him a fucking Mark, and then walked away.
That was a big flex right there.
That was a flex. That's an expensive bag, and she had the belt too. I didn't want to imagine how much the heels
so I'll give her that. I'll give her that. The drip was on point. So
she can't be Jabroni of the night because the drip was like more than my rent. You won,
that
girl.
You won. That's a true statement.
You won. You might have lost the match, but you won. You won the night. All right. So, but this was a fun match. Not crazy, but it was a fun match. How'd you feel about this?
Yeah, I give it 2.25. It was. I don't know. I'm not even gonna lie. It being Missy Hyatt was a very, very underwhelming letdown for me because I was expecting. Well, and that's on me. Like I would have wanted.
Yeah, who the fuck is gonna help Brian Myers? You should have known.
But yeah, I know. I don't know. But I wasn't expecting Missy Hyatt. I was expecting an actual wrestler, not a fucking manager. That's where it comes. Like that's where it. You know, I have my issues with, because on top of the fact, how does she agree to this, knowing that she's not a wrestler? Waits till she actually debuts and gets there to say, you know, I'm not a wrestler, right? You couldn't get that message across prior to the fact. But again, that's just me nitpicking, which I do here and there. But yeah, it was entertaining. It was very entertaining. You know, I love the fact that Rachel and Tommy came out and the Road Warriors face paint and gear. Obviously, her father being a former manager of the Road Warriors. It was all like just synced up perfectly for that. Again, them winning with the Doomsday Device, another tribute. So like it was a feel good match, but it wasn't nothing too crazy. I did enjoy the comedy spots, and you know, Tommy Dreamer no selling the clipboard to the head. Man, that's Sam Beal. I'm gonna say this too. Sam,
plays his role good.
Yeah, he does. He's very entertaining again.
SP3, that's about to get canceled.
I probably will. But you know what's crazy? SP3, there's a lot of people that probably agree with what I said. But that's neither here nor there.
I don't want. I can't do Blunt Impact by myself.
I'm not. Though you guys,
you fucking up my flow now.
You guys don't want to cancel us, man. The True Hill Heat, we keep it true around here. I gotta keep it real. I'm sorry.
We keep it real. We keep it funky. That's what it is. Yeah. Talk, coach. Next up, she's getting her bag. LOL.
I'll give her that. Yeah, she's getting that bag, and she debuted in a
literally.
Yeah.
Julie would turn on Chris to team with her tribal chief. This is absolutely 100% factual. She would turn on me for Roman Reigns in a fucking second. Ellering is only successful because of her last name. That's how you got to read that by Romeo Anthony Colon, which is true. SP3 Missy Hyatt looked in good shape for her age and the amount of time she's been away from the business. If I was her, I would take any booking I can get. It's true. Can't turn down the money. Got to take that booking.
Yeah, literally got to get the bag, just like our good brother CM just said.
Yes, that was our good sister.
Your sister. Oh, my bad. I got the shades on. I can't see the pictures. My apologies, CM. My apologies.
Our get them shits fixed. You got the extra on.
Well, yeah, and I wear glasses, like regular glasses, so I can't see shit.
Oh, you better get the
I'm blind as fuck.
No wonder why you got 3 kids.
No, I don't need glasses. I need glasses for that.
You don't need glasses. Next up.
Yeah, let's just stay off that. I definitely was going to get canceled. I get canceled by my baby mamas.
No, oh shit. No, we don't want that. Chill. We don't want that. We don't want that. Kill the budget with that. We're going to go on to our final first round match. It is Decay taking on Fala and Flavor. Fala and Flavor. Decent tag match between these two teams. We found out very early that Steve likes to bite. That's cool. This was more comedy than anything, but not too bad. Tornado DDT from Steve on Fala Bot to win the match. I gave this 2 stars. Probably the worst match of the night, but they put in some effort. It was mainly just to get the crowd involved. Just have a few fun spots here and there. The K goes on to the next round. That wraps up the first round. How'd you feel about this match, Ness?
Yeah, I get this match 2 1/4. Nothing crazy. It had its entertaining moments, when the crowd is telling Crazy Steve to bite his face off, and then Falaba is like, no. So they all played up well. This spot right here that the producer just put up, he knocks Rosemary down, calls her a weirdo, tries to mock her. She does like the Undertaker rise up off her knees, and he just starts wigging out because he didn't expect it. So like it's had its moments, but as far as like looking for amazing, great wrestling out of it, you weren't going to get that in a match, but it was great.
CM, thank you, Chris, for that correction. Yes, I got you.
My apologies.
Just stole my ashtray.
My apologies.
Yes, don't worry, he got this. Francis is the mantis, blah blah. He says I might have rabies after
just
that
might.
bite. Yes.
There was a lot of biting on this show.
I would get. Yeah, I hope everybody that got bit gets a tetanus shot after this show. But I kind of enjoyed this match. Can I see the producer? Can we pull up the picture of Crazy Steve and I think Fala looking at each other kind of crazy? Yeah, that's how two boys look at each other at the same time. This is my territory. And then can we pull up the Rosemary one, the Rosemary and Henny's one? Oh yeah, that's how my girlfriend wakes me up. That's how Julie wakes me up. 100%.
Oh my God.
Yes. Since we're on the subject, Julie, this is how she wakes me up at night. Guys, keep the comments going. Sorry. Keep the comments going. Super chats. Get those super chats in. You want those super chats.
Please send the super chat because our good
If
brother
you don't,
Chris G is going to be sleeping on the couch tonight.
Yes, and I need a new couch. I need something comfortable. So send those super chats. And if you don't send the super chats, I'm calling Big Tony. And you don't want to see Big Tony. Big Tony
that is a very shout out to SP3 for that comment because that is a very true statement. Like they're literally
the case should have been considered.
Yeah, they were literally
one of the favorites. The actual team that's been team, out of all these teams, they've been together the longest.
The team the longest, the actually team. You know, we did have, you know, again, Matt Cardona and Chelsea Green, but like they don't have that experience as tagging together. You know, these guys been together for years.
Yeah. Well, you know, everybody wants to kind of see or would predict that the new hot on fire with the momentum, you know, type X will have the upper hand in these tournaments. But good point by SP3 right there, as we've seen. We have to go into the second round. We have a pair of second-round matches. The first one we're going to get into is Deonna Purrazzo and Matthew Raywalt taking on Matt Cardona and Chelsea Green in the second round. This was a solid tag match as well. Starts off as kind of a back and forth. The heels start to dominate for most of the match. Chelsea gets the hot tag, and the pace starts to pick up. Eventually, Cardona and Raywalt are legal. Trade shots until Cardona gets caught, and Raywalt's finisher, which was, you know, kind of basic, but something you could do on everybody. Whatever, we'll get a name for it eventually. But yeah, they take the win, 2 3/4 stars. This was a solid tag team match. We had a lot of double spots, you know, at the simultaneous spots where both tag team partners are. Like, where the fuck was the officiating in this? Like, this is Rick Knox levels of officiating. It was just like fuck it, just let him fight. And it was cool, though. We got to see a couple cool spots. But yes, 2 3/4 stars. They move on to the next round. Deonna and Raywalt. How'd you feel about this match?
I gave this match 2.5. I like the fact that eventually, you know, Chelsea Green has the cast on her arm. So after a while, Deonna, you know, she works on it. Obviously, that makes the most sense. You know, it just shows her in-ring ability, the in-ring prowess, just, you know, just being a thinking woman's wrestler. But yeah, it was entertaining. Nice little back and forth. Again, it was nice to see Cardona. Well, I'm sorry, Matthew Raywalt pick up the win. All this, pretty much, they've been setting him up so far to be he's the surprise partner, and he's been the one picking up the victories. You know, like Deonna put her trust in him to be her surprise partner, and then now he's proving why he belongs, why he is the king to her queen, so to speak.
These are the little nuances that make the 3-time baby making champion. That's so why we're going true heel heat, because these are good points to point out. I like the fact that, now that you point that out, I like that the fact that these guys are getting the wins. You know, they're being built up. They're being credible. You know, Cardona is credible now. Fucking Matthew Raywalt in one night will be credible. But we have to get into the next match of the second round before we can get into the finals. And that is Decay taking on Tommy Dreamer and Rachel Ellering in the second round. Another weird but fun tag team match.
Honestly, can I say something real quick? This is the most entertaining match to me personally throughout this whole tournament. Not the best match as in far as wrestling, but the most extreme, funny, entertaining, interactive match throughout the whole tournament, in my opinion.
Yes, there was a lot of character work, a lot of biting. Before they even start the match, Rosemary licks her hand, Rachel licks her hand, and they have a licked handshake. In the words, speaking to Julie, these are in the notes. She says, and I quote, "That's how you catch the Delta." And I'm not talking about the airlines.
I said the same shit.
Yes, that's how you catch the Delta. I told her I would credit that for her. I should have stole her joke the way she's been treating me. But I didn't know we had a ring full of cannibals in this match. Everybody's just Hannibal Lecter up, just looking at each other, doing that lip shit. Look at everybody just bites everywhere. It's turned into a fucking. You see, if we want zombies in wrestling, this is how you pull it off. You don't get actual zombies. You just have your wrestlers bite people. We get the image of zombies. That's cool. But we get a Tommy Dreamer pile driver to Rosemary. That was pretty sick. I think Rachel Ellering also hit a pile drive on Rosemary, or Rosemary hit a pile drive on somebody else. But either way, it was a good match. Crazy Steve has been looking good throughout the night, throughout the last couple of weeks. He looks like he's been putting on a little muscle. He looks a little faster too. He looks like he's in the best shape of his life. Crazy Steve has actually been an underrated performer in Impact Wrestling for the last couple of weeks. I just wanted to point that out. And he showed it tonight too. And he wins on Tommy Dreamer with the roll-up. I gave this 2.25 stars because I thought it was too much entertainment for a second round match. But it could have been a little bit more serious. But I still enjoyed it. So 2.25 stars. How about you?
Oh man, I gave this 3.25 stars. I honestly, outside of the wrestling, it wasn't nothing too crazy, but the interaction from the crowd, the way they played up on everything, the energy in this whole match was great from start to finish. Both teams had the fans behind them, prior to the match actually starting. Rosemary and Rachel Ellering both getting the crowd involved, and then just from the jump, it just was at its peak. The fans screaming, chanting the bite her face off and then bite his hand off, and then just everything about this, as far as the entertainment aspect was in my opinion this was my favorite match, far as that aspect of wrestling, because the fans being back, they made this even so much more better, more entertaining. And then the wrestling was great. The wrestling was good too. I got give them that, in my opinion. I like the pile driver on Rosemary. She's a fucking champ for taking that. The Dreamer back in his element, thought he was in ECW. Probably picture Francine when he went to go do the pile driver. But yeah, man, it was a lot of fun. I give it 3.25. For the aspect of. And I totally get it, because the wrestling wasn't, not to everybody's favorite. I liked it because, again, like you said, Crazy Steve, he definitely showed in this match that he's getting better. And I don't want to say it as in a slight that he wasn't good prior, but he definitely looks like he bulked up, picked up his speed. He was really on point for a lot of this match, and then goes to pick up the victory as well. So he looks even more credible after all the work he put in the match, So I gotta give them their props for the actual, again, me being entertained, the match being at least decent enough, to be interested in it throughout the whole thing, and then making the team of the Decay, once again, the actual team that has been together for a while, not just paired to the night, like Dreamer and Rachel Ellering. So I think all the aspects of that really reflected in my rating, how I felt about the match.
Yeah, I mean, Tommy Dreamer's in the match, right? And I love Tommy Dreamer. Don't get me wrong, but he's not young Tommy Dreamer where he could move to the point where he could, he needs a little help. And he looked good.
That's why he's in a tag match. That's why he's in a tag match.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, Crazy Steve, they put together good shit. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
And it's a lot because Crazy Steve, he knows how to work. The guy's underrated. He don't get the just due that he should get. You know what I mean?
Right. I agree with that.
But I definitely get the 3.25 stars rating too because the entertainment aspect of it was good. It was a fun match, regardless of the wrestling. So I get it. But now we have to talk about the finals. We are going to crown homecoming kings and queens. It is Deonna Purrazzo and Matthew Raywolf, the debuting Matthew Raywolf, taking on Dick Cade, Rosemary, and Crazy Steve. The finals, the final countdown. We're here.
Quick question. You think we'll ever see that in Impact?
What?
The final countdown and who that's associated with?
Never know. You never know.
I had to throw your curveball real quick.
Yeah. Hey, fuck! I almost struck out. But we foul tipped it. We foul tipped it. We look to fight another day. Yes, we have Deonna Raywolf taking on, and Donna and Raywolf taking on the K in the finals. A lot of mind games throughout this match, but a solid back and forth match. Van Gogh says, Raywolf says, Van Gogh cut his ear off for his art. What do you think I'm willing to do? So, in response, this guy, Crazy Steve, channels his inner Mike Tyson, bites his fucking ear. Why not? You're willing to lose an ear? I'll take your fucking ear off. That's how it is. But a couple cool spots in this match. Nice double upside down leg lock spider thingy that Rosemary does. Crazy Steve does it too. They did it together at the same time simultaneously. That was cool to see. But in the end, the Virtuosa just way too much. She hits the Queen's Gambit on Deonna Purrazzo for the win. They are crowned the homecoming king and queen. The Drama King literally has a crown, and the Virtuosa is crowned as well as the homecoming queen. Hell of a way to debut for Raywolf. I'm sorry, and Deonna Purrazzo just continuing to be one of the best parts of Impact Wrestling. She has the crown. She has the title. She's Impact Wrestler of the Year, Woman Wrestler of the Year. There is nothing or no one that can stop Deonna Purrazzo right now at this point. She crowns Matthew Raywolf. He is the Drama King. So rightfully so. I love everything about this, man. The whole tournament was dope. The women showed out. The guys were good. Every match was fun. Every match was entertaining. The right team won.
Oh yeah.
Even though I could have went with you picked Deonna and whoever her partner was, so you got this one right. I didn't get this one right. I got Cardona and Green, which they got bounced out in the second round. If I had any nitpick for this tournament, I would have flipped the matches and had Decay lose in the second round, and then Matt Cardona and Chelsea Green make it to the finals and lose to Deonna. But it's nothing too serious. Everything besides that, everything was great. How do you feel about the tournament and the match?
I gave this match between 3.25, 3.5. It was back. We start off with the entertainment. We have Raywolf sacrificing his ear. Trying to be in the footsteps of Van Gogh. I forgot what he said verbatim, but it's like what a crazy artist will do. Trying to create things, some shit like that. That ain't what he said word for word, but it's somewhere around there. Yeah. But then the crowd just screaming, bite his ear off. It was great. But then when we got into the match, that's when the wrestling came. So that was a very good mix of both entertainment and in-ring ability from both teams. But this is something one for Raywolf, I forgot to mention. His character work is on point from the first round when they're chanting his name and he's just or clapping and he's just doing the the symphony thing. I forgot what the orchestra guy, they just directing music and all the cadence that they're doing. That was great for his character work. But yeah, as far as this match goes, it was good. I give it 3.5 because I think the booking was so smart with this from both sides of the spectrum. The finals of the homecoming tournament, we have a team in one bracket that literally are just made tonight. you know, and they were just going through their side of the bracket, showing that we're both great individually. Now we're going to make magic together and beat everybody. And then you have on the other side of the spectrum the team that's been together for so long going through their bracket because they know each other inside and out, back of their hand type shit. So I like how they had that little subtlety going on throughout the tournament. Get to the main event. Let's not also forget we have the knockouts women's champion versus the one half of the knockouts tag team champions. So they even booked the women in the match both strong because they're both title contenders. They're not contenders, but both title holders, and they both make it through their both respective sides of their brackets. So I think that was really smart too when you think about it. But then you have one of the best in the world in Deanna. She has to go and beat everybody. This is the third time. This is what we call her. This is where she got her name from. Deanna, the Demon Slayer Purrazzo, because she kicks Rosemary's ass time and time again. I don't know why they keep putting them together. That's what she's going to do. We didn't give her that nickname for nothing. It's 3 times. 3 times. He even said it. Ray Wall even said it. It's like, oh, how many times you beat her? She's like, I beat him twice. Yeah, you got her number.
Yeah, I mean, they have good chemistry though. That's why.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Once you've seen it, Andre Corbeil in the comments. I'd like to stick around and chill, but I'm about to go and watch the event now. So just figured I'd stop by and say, hey, thank you, good brother, for stopping by and saying what's up. But who needs to watch the show when you can watch these guys? But hey, to each his own. I ain't mad at you, bro.
This fucking comment.
There's only one queen in wrestling, but if I had to pick a poor woman, Charlotte, it would be Deanna. Congrats.
I know he was hurt. You know how Austin says hurt? Romeo was hurt watching Deanna become crowned queen. Even though it was homecoming queen, she was crowned queen.
Yeah, I guess we know who's winning the queen in the ring.
Yeah, we expect nothing less, SP3.
Nothing less.
The disrespect.
Disgusting disrespect, yes, of our virtuos by Romeo. We expect nothing less. You just called it America's Choice Charlotte.
Word.
The dollar value Charlotte. That's tough. That's tough. I wouldn't stoop that low. But hey,
first of all, Deanna's doing way better. I'm not fuck it.
Oh, my abs hurt.
Fuck it.
Chill, don't do that.
Yeah.
That caught me off guard. That was funny. Homecoming tournament was cool. CM with the super chat.
Yes. Yes, I gotta cut my camera back on for that.
CM makes history. You are our first super chat for Blunt Impact or Blunt Impact Special. You got a little tiny spot in our black heart, like right there, like right in the corner, right there. Deanna over Charlotte. Go ahead, spaceship.
Oh, I would like to apologize again, CM.
Yeah, you should fucking apologize. Ness.
I am. I'm sorry.
Apologize. And Deanna over Charlotte. Sorry about the small amount. Teach a life. Do not apologize.
No,
I would have
not
took
at
50
all.
cents. I would have took 50 cents. $5 is cool.
Very
I love it. I love it. Everybody else watching, follow her lead. Be a good guy. Be a good gal. Be a good human being. Charlotte says fuck off, but it's okay. It's okay. We encourage the super chats. It's always welcome. Smoke up one for me. Will do. You just won't see it. Not today.
Yeah.
I have to tune in on Thursday nights after Impact Wrestling at 10:35, and then we can smoke one together. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. But the tournament was great. We have to go into the actual other matches on the card. They were good. It's 3 really good matches. We're gonna start off with Willie Mack Chocolate Thunder with Rich Swann taking on Cody Deaner with the rest of Violent by Design. Violent by Design cuts a nice vignette before this. Cody Deaner, he wants Mac. He wanted him. Eric Young was talking that shit. They were all talking that shit. They wanted this team, but they wanted Mac right now. This was a very good match. surprised the shit out of me, to be honest. Mac dominates the beginning, but Cody Deaner, man, just got aggressive towards the middle of the match and was looking good. He got at least sporting a new mohawk. He got the rings. He got like his whole vibe is starting to come in now, and you're like, damn, where does Cody Deaner been at? Like this is the Cody Deaner we've been waiting for. I didn't even know I was waiting for. It's like that bus that's not scheduled, but it just shows up and gets you to work early anyway. Fucking once in a blue, because the MCA fucking sucks. If you're from New York City, you know the vibes. But turns into a good back and forth eventually. Rhino puts Deaner's foot on the ropes after a nice stunner from Willie Mack. But then Swan takes out Rhino and kind of Joe Doran, doing a nice little flip off the apron. While the ref is distracted with that, trying to regain order, Eric Young hits Mack with the flagpole that they came out with, and Deaner hits the DDT for the win. Surprisingly good match, 30 finish. I don't mind, though, because I want to see these guys keep going at it, or these teams keep going at it. I would hope Rich Swann and Willie Mack eventually get some backup. But for the most part, I'm here for it. 3 1/4 stars. I really enjoyed this match.
Yeah, I gave this match 3 1/4 stars. Very entertaining. I honestly thought Willie Mack was gonna get this win, though. Like he looked, oh my god. Yeah. Willie Mack and Rich Swann looked like they had, even though it wasn't a tag match, it looked like they came in this match with hella momentum. He pretty much dominated for the majority of the match. But then, Deaner turned it up. Definitely needed. I feel as though they needed this win. Eric Young's getting tired of them losing. You already lost the tag titles. Like, failure is not, we don't believe in failure around these parts. So it was good. And then, they were outnumbered 4-2. I don't think it was going to work to the best of their abilities. At the end of the day, you got the Psycho and just in Eric Young by himself, and then you have big ass Joe Doran, then Rhino, then Dean. Like, at the end of the day, it's just them two out there. So it wasn't that going to be in their best interest. But yeah, 3 1/4. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, for the first actual one-on-one match of the night. It surprised the shit out of me. I can't say that more. I really enjoyed this match. But we have to go on to the next match, which is Black Taurus challenging Josh Alexander for the X Division Championship. This match didn't start off as your typical X Division match, and then it turned into your typical X Division match eventually. Good, great, exciting match, whatever you want to call it. Started off as a slugfest. It was pretty physical. Chops, forearms. They beat the shit out of each other. But then the second half of the match really starts to pick up. The pace starts to pick up. And they're hitting spot for spot. I mean, this is X Division shit eventually. Josh Alexander with a beautiful moonsault off the top rope onto Black Taurus. Black Taurus with a nice spinning suicide. Look at this, man. This is Kurt Angle-esque, and he's a little taller than Kurt. He got some length on him. He's good. Hits him with a beautiful moonsault. Taurus, nice suicide dive through the ropes. Josh also hits a second rope rolling senton. That was pretty sick. Yeah.
That shit was crazy. I definitely remember reacting to that when I seen that shit. I said, God,
yeah. I was like, oh, I hit him with the whoa. Yeah. Caught me off guard. Well, not off guard, because they're capable of doing shit like this, but I didn't see it coming.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then we have a nice back and forth sequence to finish the match. Josh Alexander eventually hits Divine Intervention for the win. 4 stars I gave this match. Still your champion, Josh Alexander, trying to be the face of Impact Wrestling. He's doing a good job because he's making a name for himself. Definitely climbing the ranks as one of the pound for pound best workers out there. Really enjoyed the match. Can't say anything bad about this match. I really liked it, and it was kind of cold. I mean, we didn't really have much of a build up to it, and it was still pretty dope. How'd you like it?
I honestly give this match 4.5 stars. Spoiler alert, my match of the night. This was fucking great. I enjoyed it from start to finish. It definitely went so many ways that a wrestling match can go. It had literally had everything. You know, you had the physicality in this match, a lot of brutality, just back and forth, just interaction, you know, and you know, it had lucha libre, you know, the striking, brawling, submissions, grappling, all like every aspect and every style of wrestling was in this match. And then it was just two guys that did not want to give up. And Josh Alexander really has a strong argument for being quote unquote the face of Impact. Now we know that Kenny Omega is the Impact World Champion, you know, so like clearly he's the guy, but actual Impact talent at the top of the list, it has to be Josh Alexander. Like there's, in my opinion, there's nobody else. Well, just far as in ring goes, there might be people with like better, you know, star power, things of that nature, but as actual in ring talent, he's leading the charge in Impact, showing them like this is how a champion should be. You know, an actual contracted Impact champion. Impact champion. But then, like again, man, this match it did start off slow for, you know, I gave it, I say that as well. It started off a little slow, but then when they started to pick up really well, and then the match went different ways. Like again, I said, you know, the striking, the just like the grappling, and I also like the character work from Josh Alexander, because he really looks like a fighting champion. Like he has to go out there and get his win. You know, he's not just going out there and just like beating everybody. Like they're just throwing like chumps at him or something like that. Like he's really fighting the best of the best. And he took a lot of brutality. He took a lot of he took a lot of attacks from Black Taurus. And like Black Taurus really pretty much worked this match and looking like he was dominant. You know, he even broke one of his horns off by accident. I don't know if you peeped that. I'm like, what the fuck is that in the ring? And then I start seeing his face when he had one horn. Yeah, I was like, oh shit. But you know, he was really working this match. And Josh Alexander just selling all the damage. You know, it was look, 4.5, man. Like this is definitely a great match. Another notch under the belt of the Impact X Division champion. This didn't feel like your typical X Division match, but that's what's great about the X Division, because there's so many styles and so many, you know, different elements that you can bring to a match that you never know what you're going to get. And obviously, we don't know what we were going to get. You know, both these guys, they have two very different styles, but they mesh together because we've seen they can both work each other's style. You know, Black Taurus being, you know, the lucha libre. We've seen Josh Alexander hit a moonsault, almost a perfect picture moonsault at that. You know, and then we have the submission and grappling game from Josh Alexander, and the striking. Black Taurus met him right there with the striking. These guys are slapping each other in the face like, bitch, you better have my money. So it was a lot of physicality. If you guys didn't see this match, you need to go back and rewatch it. Watch it for the first time. Watch it 1,000 times. Maybe not 1,000 times, but I'm putting this match over because in my opinion, this was a very good match. Josh Alexander is making that claim to be the face of Impact.
Romeo Anthony Colon, how about Alexander challenging anybody from AEW afterwards? Who would you like to see and who should go over? Do you have anything in mind?
Who, me? I would love to see him first.
The first two names that come to my mind are, one, of course, Ethan Page, because they were tag team the North. So I mean Ethan Page is good. Yes, Battle of the North.
Yes,
that'd be cool. And it might sound a little funky, but if you under an AEW or even an Impact ring, I think it would be interesting if they let them really go like fully. And if the other participant is willing to go full out, I think Josh Alexander versus Jake Hager would be kind of interesting. Two like amateur guys, powerful guys, athletic guys that could put on a fucking like old school, like, you know, kind of like a thing, like, you know. Now I'm not saying Kurt Angle and Benoit type skill or talent, but that type of match with two big, strong guys. You know what I mean? It would be kind of cool, I think. But hey, we just spitballing here. If you guys have a comment at home or have a dream matchup, you want to see Josh Alexander go up against anybody in AEW, let's see him right now. Alexander versus Miro right now. That would be good.
Yeah,
I should have thought of Miro. Miro should have honestly been my first thought, but Miro is an excellent option. That would be good to see. Alexander versus Phoenix or Pac. That would be
me
cool.
and the producer, because you know that's who that's exactly who I was going to say first. Phoenix.
I mean, all you have to do is, you mention any Mexican and you're like this. You'll be like, yes, I'm with it. And ain't nothing wrong with that because the Mexicans are great. They are entertaining. Speaking of Mexicans, we got Hoovy coming back. Give me Hoovy and Josh Alexander.
Shit.
But we got Josh Alexander and Sammy G would be great as well. Losing a horn would have happened to Black Aries. I'll tell you that. Woo! Taking shots.
We're going to get sued by DC.
I hope not. We already got fucking New Japan on our ass. We don't need DC.
Yeah. And I'm missing New Japan stuff. Then let's do it.
Producer, can we get that stick figure of Kota Ibushi?
And Shingo with the
oh man, we got to go on to the main event. A really good fucking hardcore match between Morrissey and Eddie Edwards. Eddie Edwards cuts a nice little promo before he's gonna do it for his.
Yo, this is an upgrade. This is an upgrade. That's a major upgrade from what we first saw, guys. Let me just say that. I don't know where the fuck he got this from, but that was fucking amazing. Yeah.
Oh man. Motherfuckers got me crying every week.
He went from stick figure to a whole like Japanese manga.
Bro, he's gonna be pulling off Josh Moreira type portraits in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
fucking around.
That's crazy.
Yes, main event. We got Morrissey taking on Eddie Edwards in a hardcore match, where Morrissey dominates most of the match. But man, this match was intense. Quick start by Morrissey, of course. We have trash can lids, we got trash cans, we got chains, we got chairs, we got pans, we got Kenny, the kendo stick, we got tables, and we got ladders. We get he's softcore chants towards Morrissey, which was pretty funny. He chokes Eddie with the chain across his face.
Yo, that was nasty.
Makes a good visual. This is how I have to fucking treat my kid when I need her to eat her vegetables. Just put the chain across him. Put it across him. Eat him. You better eat that broccoli, girl. But yeah, it's good shit. Good visual. We get a nice sunset flip bomb by Eddie onto a pile of objects. We get pans, trash cans, chairs, of course, but it was cool. Morrissey took a nice bump there. Trash can. We get a trash can lid flying into the crowd after Eddie Edwards tries to hit Morrissey with it. And some fan in the crowd just happens to be a Gold Glover in one of these baseball establishments because he caught that shit right on. And the fans chanted for it. The crowd loved it.
Eddie asked for that shit back. And they gave it back. Yeah. I was like, fuck that, man.
Nope.
I just got this. Then he wanted it back.
Hell yeah. You want to sign it after the show, bro? Sign it after the show. But no, he gets another one and hits Morrissey with it. But a funny moment in the match. We got a nice big boot from Morrissey to Eddie when he's on the top rope. And he takes a sick bump to the outside on a table. Beautiful boot. I don't know how Morrissey's pants don't rip when he does shit like that. Morrissey goes through the table. D'Lo sells say, yeah, you even hit the back of his head on the rail. I fucking hope not. But if he did, he's a trooper.
That looked nasty, bro. That shit was crazy.
It was a nasty bump. A nice choke slam on a ladder from Morrissey that's bridged outside onto the steel steps. I did one of those old. So that's a real ladder. That's not a working ladder. It's one of the shits you find in Planet Fitness to fix a light bulb. That's an actual ladder, bro. So kudos to Eddie for that. Morrissey zip ties Eddie's hands together. He hits him with a few cane shots. And Eddie Edwards eventually breaks out. He spears Morrissey through a table in the corner, and then he hulks out the zip ties. Gets out of them. Then he gets Kenny the kendo stick and hits him with a couple shots. He wraps his chain around his knee and hits Morrissey with the Boston knee party with the chain, of course, for the 1, 2, 3 to close out the show. He is your man standing tall. Eddie Edwards finally takes down Morrissey in a brutal but fun match. I gave this 3 1/4 stars. I really like this. Guys at home, start thinking of your MVP, LVP, and match of the night. Also, rate Homecoming on a scale of 0 to 10. This is probably a reminder for us as well because we're high and we forget shit. So thank you, producers. We appreciate that. Though I actually wrote it down, though. I wrote it down this time so I wouldn't forget. I'm changing. Eddie Edwards stands tall, and he is the man to close the show. I really enjoyed this match. I really enjoyed it. It was a good main event. And can't go wrong. I mean, if anybody's going to take off Morrissey, might as well be the heart and soul of Eddie Edwards, taking a brutal bump off the apron, man. That's a tough spot. You know Eddie Edwards doesn't give a fuck. He'll put his body on the line for any match. Ness, how'd you feel about this match?
Would you say you rated this 3 3/4 stars?
I gave this 3 3/4.
All right. I actually gave this 4 1/4 stars. This was it started off slow but picked up fairly quickly. The spots in this match were like wild. The table spot, both table spots actually. I just don't understand why Morrissey zip tied his hands because the Boston knee party is with your leg. Well, your knee specifically, but you use your legs for that. You should just zip tie his legs. That would have.
Well, so he couldn't fight back against.
No, I get that. No, I get that. But if his legs are zip tied together, he fucking can't walk. He can't move. That would make true. That's true. That would make more. Make more. But that's neither here nor there. Eddie Edwards. I want to pick it back off of what you said. Eddie Edwards is the, you said he won with his heart and soul, but he is the heart and soul of Impact Wrestling. The connection there with the fans. There were little kids in the crowd all night. I really didn't get a good, have them on camera and see them. I just hear them a lot. But for this match, he was on the outside of the ring next to the crowd. These kids were going crazy for him. And I'm just like, wow, I know the history of Eddie Edwards to root for him, but these kids don't. And just because he was going against the quote unquote the bad guy, they had so much faith in him, and they were just proud. And he really is. And the kids have their the way they react to it, and then just the whole crowd being behind Eddie. It just makes for perfect wrestling. That's what it is. There's a bad guy, there's a good guy. Some bad guys are more popular and more fun to root for than the good guys. But in this specific story, that all your faith and hope, all your hope and faith was behind the baby face in this match. So I think that it was just synced up perfectly. He gives Morrissey his first victory, break the undefeated streak in Impact Wrestling, and who knows, he might be able to go after Kenny Omega for the Impact World Championship. Who knows? Again, he just broke somebody's perfect streak. That's a very good argument to say, look, I just beat somebody that hasn't beat anybody since hasn't lost to anybody since he's been in this company. You know, he can take that to Scott D'Amore and ask for a shot at the AEW World Title. I mean, AEW World Title, AEW World Champion, who's also the Impact Champion. That's why our producer reminds us about stuff, guys.
We be forgetting shit. I swear it's not our fault. It's just a lifestyle. We are officially keeping count of
yes,
our
we
picks.
are. Yes, we are.
Finally.
Yes, we
and
are.
I went 2-1. We only predicted 3 matches. We both got Josh Alexander right to defend the title. Both got Eddie Edwards right, beating Morrissey. But you predicted the tournament winners right. I was wrong with Cardona and Chelsea Green. You did get Deanna and her partner right. So you are undefeated, 3-0. I am 2-1. It is all good. Yes, he is crowned king.
Yeah, just
rightfully so.
Don't Photoshop my head on anybody else's body anymore. I thought he was going to do that.
No, there was no conga line tonight.
I was going to say, yeah, I guess he don't do this for the conga line.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yes. There we go. He was waiting to pull that shit out. Here we go. There you see us salsa all the way to the ring, doing a little bachata, whatever you could think of. But we're going to start with our MVPs of the night. I am going with all of the women because they showed out. I actually like this intergender tournament concept. It's different. I know it's been done on an independent scale, but like to have it televised and the women really be good, man. Just fucking keep up with the men and shit. MVPs right there. How about you?
Yeah, so I have set MVPs in debuting Matthew Raywalt and Deanna Purrazzo, them as a team. They both are my MVPs with the honorable mention to the Decay. I feel like all their matches in this tournament, they were the most entertaining to me. Like they played up very good, character work, brought it in their matches as well. And also both pairings wrestled 3 matches, like they went the distance, so to speak. So I had to get them I got to give both teams props for that.
Yeah, might as well give MVP to Raywalt as well because, I mean, that's a hell of a debut. He looked good. So, kudos to him. Definitely deserves it. We'll go on to match of the night. I'm going with Josh Alexander and Black Taurus. Even though I love that, I really like that hardcore match. It's a main event.
Yeah.
But I'm going with Black Taurus and Josh Alexander.
Same. I already spoiled it when we talked about it.
Yeah.
This match was so good. Yeah. This is a great fucking match, man. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, that's a match that if we want anybody to watch that, any one match from this show, that's the match you got to see. And the hardcore match was cool too.
Yeah.
Jabroni of the night. Unfortunately,
I think this is going to be unanimous. I'll wait and see.
It's either Sam Bill or Brian Myers. It could be fucking both of them. It could be both of them. Myers for not having a competent protege, and Sam Beal for just being a dipshit, an absolute dipshit. But good character work on both guys. But yes, you guys both deserve Jabroni of the night. I'm not a wrestler. How about getting me a partner that can wrestle, Sam?
No, this is why Sam Beal. This is one of the reasons why Sam Beal is my Jabroni of the night. Definitely paired with Brian Myers because they're just both fucking stupid. But at the end, when Missy Hyatt was going to give him a kiss, he's just like, it's like Chris kissing your grandma. You sick freak. He was going to try to make out with her. Like, oh no, Sam Beal, what the hell is wrong with you?
You don't like gifts, bro?
What?
So you don't like gifts?
What, grandmother? I don't know. If I can divulge, it's like thick Latina grandmoms. Those come up
I asked you a general question and you got
like gifts. You said gifts. Grandmothers, they know what it means. And I threw it out there. Yeah. Hey.
I concur.
Three-time Big Mac champion. All my kids are half Hispanic.
makes perfect sense now. And that's we're gonna put our thumbs out. We're gonna give up a thumbs up, thumbs middle, or thumbs down, and then we are gonna rate this show from 0 to 10 on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Quick thumbs up. I'm gonna give this show 7, maybe 7.5, pushing it. Because I enjoyed it. I didn't watch it live. Fair play. I didn't watch it live. If I would have watched this live, I would have enjoyed this show even more. So I'm gonna give it a 7.5, to be honest. Solid show. And we got some pieces going into the future. Never know what's gonna happen with we got Grace and this whole tournament. You never know what's gonna happen with this tournament. This whole concept, if it received positively, you never know the outcome that could come from it. Could always create more storylines, more intrigue. So Impact is all inclusive. You know how Impact Wrestling gets down. So I like it. I like where they're going. Ness, how'd you feel about this show? What'd you rate it?
Yeah, I gave it 7.5. Everybody did their thing tonight. I really enjoyed the whole show. I really don't have anything bad to say. The crowd was hot. I gotta give props to the crowd. The Impact Zone was fucking lit for the whole show. They played. That's another reason why I really enjoyed the show, because they were receptive of everything that was going on. You know, they interacted. They didn't like you, they booed. If they love you, they cheered. You know, a couple chants going on. Everything was just great about this show. So yeah, 7.5.
Yeah, I wish Impact got out a little bit more often. But for now, just starting to get fans back and shit, it's cool with me. But the crowd definitely did play their part. Guys, it was a hell of a show. It's a hell of an episode of a Blunt Impact special. Want to thank everybody at home for watching. Fuck Ness then if you don't think
You know what's so crazy? He literally I said that shit and then he fucking just made it. He made it just that fast.
Oh my god, look at my shit is falling over. I don't even know if I can finish the show in my fucking shade. Holy shit. Ness ain't out. He ain't out here pleasing grannies. It's all good though. Hopefully we pleased everybody at home. Want to thank that one person that participated in the super chat. But hopefully she starts to trend. Yes, more people start bringing in those super chats. But we want to thank everybody else for the comments as well. We got to remind you guys to like this video, share this video, comment on this video. Well, obviously, we've been telling you that the whole fucking night. And subscribe. Be part of the True Heat family. Hit those bells for that notification. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We're everywhere at True Heel Heat. We also got a couple shows coming up later, starting this week off with a bang. Tomorrow at 2, we got True Rewind number 49 with Drunk Guy JJ, Romeo Anthony Colon, and the True Heel Phenom himself, SP3. A giant mistake. You see Big Show, Paul White, the Giant, whatever you want to call him. That's what it looks like. He's crying like a little fucking girl, and they're going to tell you why. They're going to explain it and break it down for you.
That's my personal favorite show on the True Heel Heat YouTube channel.
Yes, and if I could ever find the time to watch both shows, I would definitely try to get on the episode. But I would need somebody's Peacock or WWE Network information, but it's not too hard to find. I'm a pirate. Yeah. And we also have Rated Raw Superstars coming up August 2nd, 2021, starring Romeo Anthony Colon and Drunk Guy JJ as they break down this fucking clusterfuck of a TV program. I wouldn't know how to explain it myself. I will also try to get on an episode soon because might as well smoke out and just tear this shit to beat. If there's any one show I have to get negative about, it has to be Monday Night Raw because I don't get negative often, as you see. And we also have the watch along AEW Dynamite Homecoming.
Our first one,
return.
our
Going
first
up
one was
against-
so successful. So shout
Yes,
out to
and
you
the next
guys.
one, shout out to you guys. The next one will be just as successful as we had Hoovy making his debut going up against Lionheart, Chris Jericho, and Malachi Black making his in-ring debut against Cody Rhodes. Should be an interesting show. CM in the comments. Thank y'all for reviewing Impact. Maybe folks remember how awesome this show can be. We try to spread the message every week, so we thank you for appreciating Impact and for joining us as well. Everybody else, we thank you guys for joining us as well. Ness, where can we find you at?
You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at skinny__Kravitz. Right here on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel, one half of Fusion of Honor. Excuse me. The Fusion's back. Fusion of Honor with my man, the Stat King, the man of 1,004 numbers, where we review MLW Fusion and Ring of Honor. Catch me on Blunt Impact, one man, the Chris G. We form the Pot Heels. We review Impact Wrestling, as you can see. We just had that Blunt Impact special. But every Thursday we go live, 10:35. You know, come over, roll one, light one, smoke one. Review Impact with us. Shout out to you guys. Our live on Thursdays now. You guys have been showing so much love. We're getting views. Very much appreciative because with Impact, a lot of people don't that we know. Some people know how good Impact is, but others like still think that it fucking Dixie Carter runs this shit and it's something completely different. So
isn't Jeff Jarrett in charge? No,
yeah,
he's not.
like they
They're
think it's like fucking 2011 and shit, but it's all good. Shout out to the Impact faithful from you guys for showing us so much love for us to do this. And then you got to catch me on NX3 once again with Chris G, our producer RAC, excuse me, and we review NXT.
Oh yeah, and you can find me at True Hill.
Bars.
Chris
G.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep it going. Find me at True Hill Chris G. Could also see me here on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel, Blunt Impact with the 3-time baby making champion NX3 with him as well, and our good brother Romeo Anthony Colon. Joints and jabronis. Never know if that shit will pop up ever again. Maybe smoke responsibly, guys. We gotta remind you, of course. And yes, True Toxicity when we come back. Be sure to catch everything else on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel coming up this week. But Impact this Thursday, 10:35 live. We will be going live, of course, like I just said. And come join us. Come smoke one. Come drink. Take a sip. Take a mind. Take a load off. And we'll bullshit about Impact. Send those super chats. You already know how this goes. So, for the three-time baby making champion Ness, I am your boy Chris G. For our co-host Mary Jane, who will be rejoining us on Thursday live. You can also see us Wednesday, of course, without Mary Jane on NX3. So be careful. Just fucking watch out. Look out for us. We will see you guys.
Hit that bell. Get the notifications. Just watch it all. God damn it.
Yes. And this was the Impact Homecoming 2021. Oh my God. Dixie's upset somewhere.
That's everybody's faces when they watch other reviews. You're not going to get that face when you watch our shit.
Nope, not at all. We will see you guys next time. Ness ain't fucking your grandmother. Later.